here over at Cock in the kitchen garden. In fact, I've just been over there together because I was a bit hungry and ready for something to eat, as you do. And tasting absolutely spot on, which is a good thing because we don't get a lot here. But in any case, um, cost of living crisis. You know, the closer and closer it gets to at the end of summer, the beginning of autumn. I mean, autumn generally isn't too bad. You know, if you're prudent with your bloody winders and wear a jumper and thermals, yeah, it's not too bad. But then you come to winter, and the first parts of spring, that 3 months of winter, you know, December, January, February. Um, Bloody hell, it's gonna be scary. Absolutely scary for a lot of people. Um, I mean, people are shitting themselves, and quite rightly as well. People that have got mortgages that are on the fucking, you know, right on the precipice as it is. People on benefits for no reason of their own. The work shy. You know, there's some around me who are work shy. They just have kids to fund their existence and then go out on the piss and smoke. Yeah? So the kids don't really get any of it anyway. And I mean, the the jumping cost from last year was big for us. The jumping cost this year is can break the bank. Well, you know, like most people. Um, I certainly ain't got money in the bank. Never been able. I did. We used to be able to save at one stage, but these last few years, well, yeah, every time you save something, you get your pants pulled down, and we can tell that we're not in the position we used to be because we used to be able to go on. We went to America like 3 times in 4 years, which is a big holiday. And these days, there's not a chance. Although we are saving, we have saved quite a lot already to do our wedding vows next year. Now, in some ways, it might look like it's a foolish idea to do that, but I suppose we'll see in the long run. So something's got to give, you know. Heating's got to be turned down. Lights have got to be turned off. This year, we celebrate Christmas quite big in the family. And this year, I can't see us doing it. I can see us having one tree in the front room, but they really normally have 4 or 5 trees in the house and really go to town. Lots of lights on. I mean, we always have them on the timer, so we're not foolish in that respect. But again, it's going to be a much more minimal Christmas this year. Normally for Christmas, we spend anything up to 300 or 400 quid on each of us, me and the wife, and the kids as well. And this year, we've already said a £50 maximum. And I mean, it's like even as like beer reviews, I'm gonna have to be very prudent on what I bloody review. And to be honest, like a lot of people, last Christmas I was reviewing for the Christmas period. I was reviewing most days nearly 40 to 50 quid's worth of beer a day. Obviously, I'd saved up over a period of time to do that. To buy those beers in as my beers of the year. That will not happen this year. No. And you know, it's all about being sensible and prudent and that, and the same again with big beers and spirits and stuff like that. I just will close that down. I mean, it it is a worry. And you look at the two people in charge. Well, you've got Sunak. Could you trust him? Good. You can trust the bloke Scotch. Sorry. His wife's a billionaire and they're avoiding tax. So says all you need to know about that. Liz Truss, another idiot. What does she want to do? Lower the income tax. Great. That's great. Because who benefits from that? The rich. As per usual, the rich benefit. Not the poor people, the rich. Because most of the poor people are not paying much tax anyway. We're not paying a massive amount of tax. So 2% tax does bugger all to us. What about taking it back off the gas companies? If we cannot set the price of gas because it's a worldwide phenomenon, but these guys are earning silly amounts of profit, you drag them in and you say, we don't mind you earning a profit, but anything above a certain amount will not be tolerated in this country. We are not fleecing the country. Where is the leader with a pair of bollocks on them, be it woman or man, to turn around and say, we're not having it, this is what's happening, you don't like it, leave the country, we're setting the rules, this is our country, if you don't like it, we'll just tax you in a totally different way and do a mega windfall tax. That windfall tax helps to stop the pain that's going to be suffered by a lot of people. There are people going to die this year. There are old age pensioners who are already on the breadline in the summer months. Families that are going to food banks. What the bloody hell? Food banks. Eh? How bad is it that you can't even afford to live? Is crime going to go up? Yes, of course it is. Are businesses going to go to the wall? Of course they are. A pub's going to fail. Yeah. Because this has a roll-on effect. People can't afford to go out, they won't go out. And we haven't been out for a meal since one of our last birthdays. And we're allowed to go out for a meal, reasonably regular, every 2 or 3 weeks if we can afford it. No? I mean, we have been going out a bit, doing a bit of socialising, but we're only spending about 30 quid at a time. So it's not exactly a lot of money. And we're getting a lift down as well, so that's even better. But we've got an unjust war going on that's causing issues in the world, which is also causing some of this. You've got what's happening in China and Taiwan, which is also helping towards this. You've got the weather. We haven't had no proper rain again for another week. Plants behind me should be massive. I should be reaping the rewards, and I am reaping some reward, but nothing compared to what I should be reaping. And then there's that hidden crisis that's going on. With 2 years of COVID, come out of that into a stupid war that should never be happening, and now this. And it's like, where are the people that can sort this out? Because people can sort it out. There's always a way. Always a way. It's amazing how they get the money for certain things when they want to. They've made enough money back on the price of petrol this last year to pay for a lot of what COVID did, if not most of it. Because we've all been paying silly prices and we still continue to pay silly prices. The government's been the big winner on this. Everyone's keeping quiet, but the government's won massively. The cost of prices going up. Who wins? The government, because the VAT is bigger. All these rich, good-for-nothing MPs. They're absolutely good for nothing. Yep, absolutely. But at least Labour want to help the people. Conservatives, we don't want to upset businesses. We don't want to upset the rich. Yeah, so what? Yeah. You get the rich that get on their high horses about certain things. Lewis Hamilton for one. And But get on his high horse, spouting this and that, but he's worth 200 million, you know. Not exactly living the breadline. And that happens a lot with these people. Protect themselves. Oh, what a world, eh? What a world. Huh? It's going to be a very interesting winter. Yeah. Oh, not so cheerful, eh? No, I'm going to get a coffee now. I've had a rant. Yeah. I could say a lot worse, but cheers. Get me coffee, get back to work.